My name is Marilia. I'm a second year at UCT School of Dance, and I'm on Kelly's choreography.
Hi, I'm Deandra Moreira and I'm a first year dance student at UCT.
So Kelly came to me, actually I think it was at the beginning of the year, asking to dance, and I was like, of course. It's more like I felt flattered, and when she told me this story, what like made me more wanted to do it even more was the synopsis, the story behind the dance, which was like dealing with disabilities, with people with problems in not seeing, like in not accepting, and how to overcome these problems and these disabilities. And especially in the world of dance, we have many things that we don't like in ourselves, and we just try to like get rid of. Like I don't like my body, I don't like my hands, I don't like my feet, and we try everything to change instead of accepting and use that in our favor. So I think that the choreography helped us to see a different world. Like we have this problem, but we can overcome this and become good. So the process of creation was very interesting. She first got us, like she got me by like only me by myself, and I had to dance to her so she could see like how I was and how I used it, like my body, let's say like that, and by then and with that she started the creation. The thing was like during like we started before the holidays, and during the holidays I went overseas, and I really didn't get the chance to practice. When we came back, I was injured and I didn't really practice that much, so we had to rush it on getting me back on track with the choreography. But I think it was fine, huh? It worked. We started like a while ago, actually. Not really, not much. Like before the holidays, a couple of weeks before the holidays, and it was only me before, and then Deandra came in and we start working together, which was really good. We got a really good connection, the two of us, which was like impressed because it was actually the first time that I was speaking with her because I didn't know her that much. Even like having ballet class with her every day, we don't get like in contact, but it was really nice. And I was injured, and this injury is like we went through the holiday and back, and it was getting worse. So I gave Kelly actually a hard time because of this injury, but now it's fine, thank God. And I don't know, it was really really fun rehearsals, and Kelly, she's so comprehensible, and like something if we had a hard time doing it, she just helped us all the time. And if she could see like sometimes I have a really hard time doing some stuff, so she would like make in a way that I can do it, that it was like match with my body type and my style, and make it in her own way.
No, it was honestly really nice. Like, Amelia is such a humble person as it is, so it was such a pleasure to work with her, and it was fun, but like it was like obviously when we would make mistakes or whatever, but we'd learn from each other. Like we both have different strengths, so if Marilia did something right, like I'd copy her and she'd help me do it, and if I saw something that she would do that I liked, I'd sort of imitate her as best as I could. And I don't know if there was something that maybe I did right, like we sort of fed off each other.
So. I came to her all the time, like,
no,
help me.
No, so it was really nice how we could bounce off of each other's strengths like that, and yeah, we got along well. Well, we first started rehearsing with like a different piece of music, but like even though we've changed now, it's really nice because we've been like, yeah, obviously given a piece of music and given a choreography to follow, but at the same time we've had our own space to put in our own creativity and sort of put our own interpretation into it as well, which is really nice. It's helped a lot with getting the steps, and it's just obviously made the process so much more enjoyable, and like I really enjoy coming to the rehearsals and
That's true.
doing the dance itself because it doesn't feel like so structured. It's got a little bit of all of us in all the parts. But yeah, it's been like a little bit of a challenge to do everything on point, but it's so nice to be able to like combine that classical element with like a tiny bit of a little pinch of hip hop and like contemporary as well, which is it's really, really cool, and the music just makes everything 1,000 times better. It's so nice. So everything's just sort of fallen into place really nicely. It was nice that you sent us the video of us doing it before, because that's pretty much what I did during the holidays. I looked at the videos that you sent and I was like, okay, that looks quiet, well that doesn't look so that was good to see. And then once we changed from the music and everything and we went into rehearsals again after not practicing for so long, that's just sort of what helped me, I think, in a way, sort of get the dance, because I remembered what I looked like before and I had an image in my head of what I wanted it to look like. So it helped a lot to not practice it like maybe physically, but mentally in my head. I like had a strong picture of what I wanted it to look like and what I saw when I watched myself. So I think the fact that you like videoed everything helped a lot.
I think the one day that you got us to do the visualizations to just to listen to music and use the upper body and then the lower
lounge,
part and just the legs and just this and just that helped a lot.
Yeah. So
To get the beat and to get the feeling of dance.
The video definitely helped. Even if I didn't like practice it physically, it's good to have it in front of you, like what you look like, not just doing it on your own.
We had actually the chance to rehearse in many places. At UCT, the studios, we even got locked up once. And at Mickey's house, and the other place at Belleville, at the school. It's nice to work with different spaces, and like some places were small, so we had to like adjust to the. But it's good. Once you have the choreography, you just can work with the space. And I think it's harder to work with a bigger space than a smaller one.
Well, it's interesting because normally, like when you do a dance on point, you'd normally practice on flat first and then go into point. But we've started from the beginning on point. So, like, in a way, that's been a bit of an advantage because normally when you start practicing on flat, you sort of cheat a little bit and you get a little bit lazy, and then once it's time to get onto point, it's like extra rehearsals just to get that right. So it's been nice that we've started on point on like mats and started like rehearsing on the mats, which is what we're going to perform on point and everything, just to get that strength. But it's nice every now and then, like tonight when we had to rehearse on this just without shoes or anything, just to really get a feel for the space and get that right and get the musicality and everything, and also just feel a little bit more of the floor. So that also helps a lot, just throwing in a little bit of flat work with the point work on different floors, just to build up that strength. And
we got that one time that we got together twice.
I think it was twice.
Yeah, 2 times together.
Yeah,
just the two of us.
It was nice. It was sort of like a revision, just before, like a cram session just before an exam.
Yeah.
That's how I can honestly describe it, because that was just the last bit of little details that we went over just to refresh ourselves just before the rehearsals, and that helped a lot. because it was like fresh in our minds.
The days
as
that we
opposed-
looked better.
yeah, as opposed to like waiting a whole day or two before the next rehearsal. So even though we didn't do many of those did help one or two places.
I think the interaction became like more natural, very naturally between us two.
Yeah.
I think that when I started, I wasn't really in the character. Now I'm more like I'm that person and I can feel it more.
Yeah, just in a way that like, I don't know, certain transitions from one movement to another that's, you know, we're so like set sometimes, like, okay, now we're doing ballet class and then we're doing a contemporary class. But now that this is sort of a mixture of the two, it's such a nice combination. It's helped, maybe not like so much with technique or anything, but just in an artistic way.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's affected me more like as an inspiration, which is nice. Like maybe inspired by how you choreographed everything and the music you've used. And
Physically, I think I'm not as scared as I was before because she came with all these different styles from classical ballet and I was a bit scared because I'd never done that before. But it was actually fine. Nowadays I can do it. I know I can. Yes.
I basically help Marilia. From the beginning of the dance, I almost like help give her the strength to dance without her crutches and let her realize that she doesn't need them to dance anymore. So I'm sort of like, I don't know what kind of word I could use to describe it. I don't know, her helper, for lack of a better word, throughout the dance, and then at the end I come on and I use her crutches and then I put them down because I realize that they're not needed anymore and the disability sort of decreases or disintegrates throughout our piece and Marilia gets stronger and we both
You basically
work
shows me
more.
that I'm capable of dancing
Yeah.
without crutches. That I don't need that support. I can do it by myself. We were talking about that. It's like I'm so anxious right now, and we're just rehearsing, and I'm like, I like the day today.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite like obviously like a little bit nerve-wracking in a way, like just to get those pre-stage butterflies and everything, thinking of that happening. But I'm also really excited. We've been working on this piece and we put so much effort into it that I'm like excited to showcase it and just do it like to the best of all of our abilities and just put it out there. I'm excited for everyone to hear the music as well.